Hey guys, welcome back to Hike Oregon. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about the brand new hiking guidebook that I wrote over the summer. If you are new here, welcome to the Hike Oregon family. I make hiking and backpacking vlogs as well as gear reviews and just general tips and tricks videos to help you become a more confident hiker and backpacker. If you enjoy content like that, click that red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time I make a new video. And if you want more content from me, you can support me over on Patreon, where for as little as just $1, you get 2 to 3 extra videos a month. So a little backstory on this book. If you have been following me since about 2018, the title of the book may sound familiar to you. 52 Hikes for 52 Weeks in the Willamette Valley, Central Oregon Cascades, and Coast. I spent 2018 writing this book and it came out in November of 2018. It was sold all of 2019 and until September of 2020. For almost 2 years this book was sold and the book did really well, and then of course we had the devastating wildfires in September 2020, and unfortunately it burned a lot of hikes that were in that book. So I was lucky that I basically had like 10 books left or something like that when the fires were burning. Those books got sold sometime in September, and so I was totally out of inventory and would have had to print more books. Obviously, because so many of the hikes in the book were burned, I did not feel good about selling that book anymore. Why sell a book with hikes where like 10 of them, 12 of them you can't even do because they're burned and they're going to be closed for years and years. So I stopped selling that book completely, and I actually didn't have any books to sell for over 7 months, which was pretty devastating to the Hike Oregon business, and that coupled with COVID and stuff. But when I had to take the 52 Hikes book off the market, I was in the middle of writing the Viewpoint Hikes book. So I couldn't put that project on hold to focus on the 52 Hikes book. I just had to kind of deal with that later. So my Viewpoint Hikes book came out March of 2021, and after that project was complete, immediately I jumped on the 52 Hikes book and I completely revamped it. So if you have the old version of the 52 Hikes book, I highly recommend getting this one as well, because there are 27 brand new hikes in this book. The rest of them, yes, are found in the old book as well, but even the old hikes have been rewritten. I have added better maps and just more details and pictures. So that's basically the history of the book. Now I will explain the concept really quickly. So what makes this book unique is it starts off week 1 of the year, so first week of January. It takes you through the entire year and you can do a brand new hike every week of the year. I came up with this book because my friends and I, and every hiker I talk to, basically, we all have a hard time coming up with places to hike, especially in the winter and spring. Summers here are incredible, fall is incredible, but the winters with the snow levels, it definitely puts a damper on hiking, but there are still gorgeous trails, but people don't know about them or know which ones to go to. And spring is even harder because the snow is melting. You just have no idea where you can go. So I put this book together so that people don't have to spend hours worrying and thinking about, oh my god, where am I going to go next week? It looks like it's nice weather and I have nowhere to go. Well, you just pick up your copy of 52 Hikes and you're like, okay, it is week 10 of the year. Okay, I'm going to go to this hike. Week 10. Or if you've done that hike, you know, maybe do week 8 or week 11. It's gonna be about the same. There's no hike in here where it's like, okay, you can do it on week 12, but you can't do it on week 10. So here's the cover of the book. I have kind of designed it to represent the 4 seasons because the book encompasses the entire year. So spring, summer, fall, winter. I just thought those fit really nicely together. So that is the front. And then I just wanted to show you the layout and what the hikes look like in the book. So in the beginning of the book, I have charts, and I have this in my Viewpoint Hikes book as well, and I feel like it works really nicely. You'll see here the week, if it is dog friendly, camping friendly, horse friendly, snow friendly, or even mountain bike friendly. And then the hike name, the difficulty, just the general information, what area the hike is in, and a little bit of what the trail features. So does it have mountain views, waterfalls, wildflowers, etc. And then the best time to go. So these charts are really handy at the beginning of the book, so you can just quickly look something up. And then here's the overview map of all the hikes that are in the book. As you can see, it just encompasses the upper quarter of the state, I would say. So for example, Eugene is right here, Portland is up here, Bend is here, and then the coast is here. So really, most of the hikes are going to be in this quadrant, making them easily accessible for all of those towns. So then here is one of the hikes. I have a topo map here. I have a QR code with every single map, and you can use your phone and then have the map on your phone so you don't have to take the book on the trail. And then as you see here, we have week 1, the title of the hike, and then all the information, the mileage of the hike, the approximate hike time, the difficulty, the trail usage, like how busy it gets, the highest and lowest elevation, the general location of the hike, and suggested seasons, best time to go, all the permits that are required to do the hike, and a feature that I actually don't see in any hiking guidebooks except mine is if there's a pit toilet at the trailhead. That's information that I really like to know, especially if it's a busy trailhead. Sometimes impossible to pee somewhere and you've just driven like an hour and a half or 2 hours and you really have to pee and there's like 100 people. Good luck, right? So it's really nice to know if there's a pit toilet. And then possible dangers and like what the trail allows. And then I have directions from at least 4 major towns. And then I have the hike write-up. And the hike write-up is usually accompanied by 2 pictures. And they are color pictures, so they're really nice quality. You can really tell what you're gonna see on the trail. And then at the bottom of each hike, I have other nearby trails. So if you are camping or staying in an area for multiple days, you can see what else is nearby to hike, and also closest campgrounds. Now, these campgrounds may or may not be open during the time of this is week 1, so January, first week of January. Some of these campgrounds may not be open, but there's a lot of people that just buy this as a hiking guidebook and don't do it in the order that the hikes are meant to be done in. And then in the back, I have a 9-page index. My indexes are always so long. I need to figure out how to make them not so long, but this is an extensive index. Oh my gosh. And then at the very end, I have a little about the author, which is me. So that's pretty much it, guys. The history of how this book came about, why I stopped selling it, and now the rebirth of this beautiful book. I told you about how I came up with the concept, and I showed you what the book looks like inside. So where can you get this book? You can always get it at hikeoregon.net. I also have it in a couple of locally owned bookstores. I have it at Black Sun Books in Eugene, at Browser's Bookstore in Corvallis. It is at Broadway Books in Portland and at Paulina Spring Books in Sisters. Those are the bookstores that carry it right now. If you don't live in one of those towns, but you would like a locally owned bookstore to carry this book, the best way for store owners to see a need for a book is for you to request it. That's how I got a few of the bookstores to contact me. Honestly, if I contact bookstores and ask them to carry my book, because I'm an independent seller, a lot of the time they don't even give me the time of day. So if you guys go to a locally owned bookstore or a locally owned outdoor shop where they sell like gear and stuff like that and request that they carry the book or even my Viewpoint Hikes book, they'll see that, oh, there's customers that want this book, and then they can contact me and get it from me directly. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this quick video. I hope you enjoy the 52 Hikes book, and maybe you guys will do the 52 Hike challenge. That's always really fun to do, and 2022 is coming up. So a new 52 Hikes challenge is gonna start. So thank you so much for watching and keeping up with Hike Oregon. I love you all so much, and I will catch you on the next adventure.